Kazakhstan maintains its investment attractiveness. According to the statistical agency, during the first 6 months of 2013, the capital stock of the country received almost 2.3 billion tenge in investments, which is almost 8% more compared with the same period a year before. In the reported period, the funds of economic entities provided over 50% of the capital stock, borrowed funds were estimated at 18.5%, and the funds of the state budget reached 14.3%. Over 20% of funds came from abroad. In addition, financial institutions pay particular interest to Kazakhstan. In this connection, in 2013, the share of the investment portfolio channeled into Kazakhstan from the International Financial Corporation, which is part of the World Bank Group, exceeded $370 million. The list of projects also includes support for the country's agricultural business, retail trade, construction materials and the development of the railway infrastructure, as well as the financial support of the small and medium-sized business.
So we have worked and we continue to work with leading Kazakhstan companies and financial institutions. And through our work, we hope to see them adopt good corporate governance practices leading to improved performance, business performance, operational performance, financial performance, and ultimately with a view that they can access both domestic and international capital on good terms in the first place.
Recently, specialists of the IFC have presented a new product, which is the scorecard of corporate governance for companies wishing to be listed at the Kazakhstan Stock Exchange and offer their own securities at a stock market. According to experts, this tool will allow companies to independently analyze and improve corporate governance practices. In its turn, it will increase the confidence of investors.
We think, given globally as well as in Kazakhstan in particular, that companies that have developed and shown a commitment publicly to good corporate governance will withstand the crises better, will attract better finance and investors. And we think that investors, foreign investors in particular, are looking at these much more seriously, and companies without transparency and good disclosure practices will struggle to attract further investments. And we've seen developments both in terms of practices, but in particular in terms of the regulatory commitment and through legislation.
The demand for investments will remain stable for at least the next few years, and the reason for this stability is not only in the high price of implemented projects. The work of the Customs Union, Kazakhstan's accession to the WTO, and the creation of the Common Economic Space all offer Kazakhstan a number of tasks on the strengthening of business sustainability, an increase in competitiveness and development of modern technologies. Transparency of business and compliance with international standards of corporate governing still remain topical.
Our project is running for the next 2.5 years, and we're very committed to Kazakhstan to see more companies adopting corporate governance practices, to see through the development and adoption of the corporate governance code in Kazakhstan, to see our partners improve their own capacities. So we feel very positive for our work in the next couple of years.
The IFC, which is part of the World Bank Group, is the largest global institute of development, whose activities aimed at supporting the private sector in developing countries. Kazakhstan has become member of the IFC in 1993 and is now one of the largest clients of this international institution in the whole of Central Asia.